Hey everyone, this is Dion Soul. I hope everyone is doing well, and as you see before you, we are looking at the Beach Baron 58. I was about ready to say the Cessna Grand Caravan. I don't know why I was going to say that, because that does not look nothing like the Cessna Grand Caravan. But anyway, we are in Microsoft Flight Simulator, and this is the first video with my new computer system. I've had my new computer system for about a week now, and just trying to learn all the ins and outs, what I can and can't do, and still learning, and still far, far away from being at the 100% or the top of my game. Which is fine. That's learning curves that you have to do. So what you're looking at before you is you're looking, like I say again, at the Baron 58P as in Papa. So this is the black square add-on for Microsoft Flight Simulator, and we are in Henderson, Nevada, USA. And the reason why is because we're kind of away from everything a little bit, and also I wanted to be able to fly around Las Vegas to see the detail quality, because what I have done is with this new computer system, which is an AMD Ryzen 7950 X3D, sporting a AMD Ryzen 7900 XTX with 24 gigabytes of onboard video memory. I decided to go that route instead of spending $900 or $1,000 more getting the NVIDIA version of 24 gigabytes, which would be the GTX 4090, and I would have sacrificed other parts of my build in order for me to be able to afford that video card. So I decided to take the video card that's almost as good, but not quite, and I'll just have to be content with that. And that's just the way it goes. I mean, I just don't have money, coming out of my butt or growing on trees or whatever metaphor you want to say. But it's good enough, and I'm pretty happy with everything that I've got with the price I paid. I paid enough with this video, or with this this new computer system, that I could have bought myself a car, whether it be a very old car, but I still could have bought myself a car with the amount of money I spent on this computer. But it is what it is, and that's with inflation and everything, the way things are. You are looking at the scene that you see before you. You are looking an HDR screen. So for those of you that have HDR turned on in your computer system, you should get a little bit higher blues, which in turn makes it, because the whites are a little bit brighter and the blacks are a little bit blacker in the visual representation in the screen, as opposed to an SDR, which is normal, what everybody has, including myself on the left and right monitor. You definitely see a different color representation of the scene, of the screen, with those two other monitors. They're just not as crisp, well defined and clear, where HDR provides you. So this is an HDR video. Another little caveat here is I am recording at 1440p at 60 frames a second. So I am more than doubling my bandwidth in producing this video. So you'll have to probably, if you can support it, that's awesome. You're getting all the same eye candy that I am getting, which is cool. If not, then of course it will, YouTube and various video hosting platforms like Rumble and Odyssey will downplay down too. So this is a Rumble video. I will upload it to Rumble first, but I will shortly thereafter upload it to probably YouTube as well, because unfortunately the way things work out with Rumble and with Odyssey is that it expects you to upload to YouTube first and then be the down feeder from YouTube to Rumble and to Odyssey. I personally don't like that. I wish Rumble would be my primary, and then have it automatically upload to YouTube and to Odyssey, but that's not the way it is, so the way it goes. But we're going to see how this plays out, because I'm also encoding this with AV1. AV1 is a new encoding way of encoding videos. Instead of using H265 or H264, that is the industry standards, I'm doing AV1, so we'll see if Rumble will actually upload this video after we're done. If it does not, then I know over on YouTube it'll go, because YouTube does accept HV1. So we'll see how it plays. It might be a situation where YouTube will actually re-encode it into MP4, or I'm sorry, into a H264 or H265, and then distribute it accordingly. We'll just have to see how it plays. Like I say again, this is a test video, but for me on my end, it's chef's kiss. It's really looking good here. As far as my settings are concerned here in Microsoft Flight Simulator, as you can see, I am at 1440p, so 14 setup. And as you can see, I do have the HDR10 turned on using beta 12, and I have all the settings set to the max. So everything that Microsoft Flight Simulator can give me, I am taking it. I do take frame rate hits when I get into high populated areas such as San Diego, greater Los Angeles area, things like that. But I'm usually flying in the air, going to those places and going from those areas, so I only have that performance hit when I'm there. Out in the rest of the world, I don't have a problem, so that's why I have my terrain level detail to 400%, which definitely does a frame hit, because when you set this global rendering resolution to ultra, this is at 200%, and then everything else is on high and ultra. But so I made this at 400% because I want to get this bleeding. I want to make the computer bleed a little bit. Break it in. Texture super sampling is normally at 6x6, and I have it at 8x8, whether that matters or not. And then the terrain shadows is at 1024 at ultra, and I have them at 2048. And I think I can get away with it because of the fact that I have 24 gigabytes of onboard memory. Let's see what else. And that's about it. That's about all the settings that I did. I did turn off lens flare because I do not like lens flare. Everything else is on in ultra, but lens flare is the only thing that I have on there. As far as traffic is concerned, I think the traffic I am running with traffic that is just whatever NPCs or whatever players are near me. That is what we will see. I'm about ready to burp here, and I am having good, excellent frame rates right now. Well, anything above 30 for me is excellent. But there is no players in my area because I just have players only. So I am kind of cheating right there to get the frame rates up. And hey, if I want to see players, I don't want to see NPCs. So screw NPCs. I want to see players. So that's where we're at as far as the settings and stuff. Is pretty awesome with this AMD 7950X3D. I'm cool with it so far. It's been pretty nice. I've been really liking it. Again, if you have HDR, high definition range available, then you'll be able to see the same eye candy as far as rich, vibrant colors that I'm seeing right now on the screen. So without further ado, let's go ahead and just fly around with the settings that I have with Microsoft Flight Simulator at full detail, and let's see how we do. And I figure what we'll do is we'll take off here at Henderson, Nevada, fly over to Hoover Dam, fly around Hoover Dam a little bit, and then fly into Las Vegas proper. Side note with Las Vegas proper, I do have the Atlanta Tampa or Tampa something of another expansion or add-on for Microsoft Flight Simulator. So we do have a add-on there that basically just added a bunch of things and put in the stadium for the Raiders, the Las Vegas Raiders. I put the stadium in and a little bit of things like that. and McCarran Airport got upgraded a little bit from the out-of-the-box one. But it is a legacy product now because it came out way back in 2020. And here we are in 2023. Matter of fact, we are in May the 12th of 2023 as of this recording. And so that's kind of legacy. They did have an updated version of McCarran Airport that was called Harry Reid, and I wasn't a big fan of Harry Reid and his ilk, so I elected not to purchase that. I just purchased the McCarran Airport because that's how I'll always identify it, as McCarran Airport. Anybody with a now McCarran, I don't know who that is, but anybody who is whose airport is titled because of either a general, military general, or an aviation guy who was in aviation that got his name or her name on the airport is fine by me, but a politician, not so much. I'm not really too excited about a politician. But anyway, that's neither here or there. So let's go ahead and fire this bad boy up here, and we'll go ahead and get ready to go. And let's go fly around and fly around the state of Nevada a little bit here. We'll go ahead and get rid of this. I did fly around with... well, let me just concentrate on what I'm doing here. And then I'll talk once I get everything all set and ready to go. So we'll go ahead and start this left engine here. And there will be stutters and skips and whatnot because I am bleeding the hell out of this airplane or this computer on purpose. 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,005. And then we will go ahead and try to start this bad boy. And how to start this thing is you go full forward where it is right now, full rich, full props, and then you just go back and forth with the throttle, and that seems to start the engine. At least that's been my experience so far. And there it is, just like that. I found that seems to work best for me. And I'll back off my... so I don't foul the plugs, back off my mixture back a little bit here so we don't foul the plugs. All right, now we're going to start engine number 2, the right side. Come on, get in there. I got to find the right hitbox here at this angle. And I just hit to turn the wrong thing on. I turned the fan on. 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,004, 1,005. All right. Same process. Full rich, full throttle. Props. Clear prop. And I missed that one. There it goes. There it goes. I didn't hear the sound. Okay, there we go. Get our RPM right around 700-800 RPM ish or so. And we can go ahead and turn everything on here. Get everything ready. Turn this back to standby. Go over here to our autopilot, turn on our autopilot, and we'll say, you know what, well, we'll say 7,500 feet. We'll just throw in a number just to have a number in there because we're kind of just going to go wherever we want. This is the PMS5 GTN 750. And we'll go ahead and sync our heading even though that's going to change. Cowling flaps are open. So we're good to go there. Temperature is 95 degrees Celsius or Fahrenheit. Wow. So let's go ahead and put in our pilot heat, our pilot air. And then we will go ahead and turn on our blower on high. Let's see if we can get our temperature down. We'll wait a second or so. Go ahead and just click everything on here. Our temperature is immediately not going down, so we'll go ahead and turn on our AC. Let's see if we can get our temperature down with the AC on. Because I'm still trying to figure out how to make the AC work. I know how to make the I know how to make the heater work. Heater's easy, but for some reason the AC. I was thinking maybe just pilot air would cause the AC to start coming on, but I haven't been able to figure that out yet. Oh well. But we'll just turn that up. Didn't look like it's working anyway. What the hell with it? We'll turn this open. Alright, that takes care of that. We'll go ahead and reset our timer to that, to off. ATC towers available. We got Reno, which is a little far, so let's shorten that up a little bit. And then update. It should be giving us here locally. I don't know. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. I don't know why it does that. I'm not going to worry about it, but it is what it is. Now let's try it again. Update. Huh. I don't know. Don't know why that part doesn't work. We'll put our radar altitude at 400-ish or so. Looking good, looking good. All right, go ahead and talk to ATC. And we will see what ATC has to say. Get our ATIS first.
Henderson Airport information Alpha 1700 Zulu. Wind 009er at 9er. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 26. Dew point 10. Altimeter tree 0.03. Visual runway tree 5 left and visual runway tree 5 right in use. Landing and departing runway tree 5 left and runway tree 5 right. VFR aircraft say direction of flight.
All right. So there's two ways to, you can actually just click on this and then put in 30.03 like that. Or you can just go over here and turn the knob until you look at the display over here to see that it's saying 3003. I kind of like this turning the knob because especially when you're flying, well, it's actually both ways. It doesn't really matter. I should digress and say it doesn't really matter. Both ways it works. Course, because we're at 3.5, we'll just put in 350 just because, and then heading we'll go 350, same as the same as with our direction of flight. All right, so we're good to go there, and my son is going to work in real life. All right, so I'll go ahead and turn on our taxi light, and let's go ahead and talk to ATC. Now, somebody was telling me that the ATC was too loud, so let me see if I can fix that and turn down the ATC where they're not so loud. And I think that would be voices, I guess. We'll knock this down to 50%, and we'll see how that plays. And then we'll knock the sound of the engine down to about 30%. And apply. Boom, boom. Okay, we'll see how that does. Okay, so we want to go east.
Henderson Ground Beechcraft, November 502, Delta Mike request taxi for east departure with Alpha.
Beechcraft, November 502, Delta Mike taxi 2, and hold short of runway tree 5 left via taxiway Echo Alpha.
Hey.
Contact tower on 125.1 when ready.
Taxi 2 and hold short runway tree 5 left via taxiway Echo Alpha, Beechcraft 2 Delta Mike.
All right. So we're good to go there. Release parking brake. Give it a little bit of juice. Let's turn this bad boy. 92 degrees in here. Everything is on. All the lights that need to be on are on. Nice flying aircraft. I like it. I know one of the comments in one of my videos, the gentleman was saying, or the person, I shouldn't say gentleman because I can't know what the gender is of the person who talked to me, but I'm assuming it's a guy, which is probably bad on my part, but you know what? I don't care. Was saying that he's never saw a Beechcraft Baron go 240 knots, and I don't know, maybe true, but that's what Black Square says in their profile. This goes 245 knots max, and I've done it in the sim, so I'm not a real world, as I said countless times in the past, I'm not a real world pilot. I rely on real world aviators to tell me what's right and what is not, and I'm perfectly fine with that. But having everything set to the max when you're kind of out in the boonies obviously is cheating a little bit, because you're not going to have all those things it has to draw, so the frame rates are going to be pretty good. Or like I say again, anything for me above 30 frames a second, I am a happy camper. Obviously, if this was a VR situation, I would be doing lots of changes. And a little touch on the VR, when I was buying my computer parts, I was going to get a VR headset as well, just get it all at one time, but unfortunately I just didn't have enough money for it. They were just wasn't going to happen. It wasn't in the cards. So we'll just continue here on Alpha, go down here to runway 35. Still 91 degrees in this damn cab. That's one thing that Black Square needs now. Black Square is building a... there's some birds up there on the left-hand side. Black Square is working on the Duke, which basically is just a variation, for those of you who don't know, a variation of the Baron. And I think they're also including the Duke turbine as well. So if that happens, I will probably jump on that. I'll probably buy that, because having a turbine version of this would even be better, would even be more cooler. But for now, I'm just enjoying this airplane. Okay, I'll go ahead and call ATC. Let's go ahead and close this up right here, and let's go ahead and just have to deal with the heat. And talk to ATC first here. Let's talk to ATC. And let them know that I am ready to take off.
Henderson Tower Beechcraft, November 502, Delta Mike at runway tree 5 left, ready for departure east departure.
Beechcraft, November 502, Delta Mike altimeter, tree 0.0 tree, wind 009er at 9er. Departure to the east approved. Cleared for takeoff runway tree 5 left.
Cleared for takeoff runway tree 5 left, Beechcraft, 2 Delta Mike.
Okay, we'll turn on our... I don't think we'll go high. I think we'll just go low pressure. And then we will turn all our lights on. Okay, blinky lights are on. Make sure that our altitude is set to 1200. Flight director, we'll go ahead and turn that on just to have it ready to go. But we're going to fly by hand to start off with. Because of this computer, I'm able to fly by hand and actually have good response time for the most part, with reactions at what I do with my controls and what I see on the screen. So before, even with my content creation computer in the past, I didn't have that. I immediately would turn on the autopilot, and it wasn't just because I didn't know what I was doing. It was just because I could not control the airplane. I just wasn't going to happen. Okay, I don't see anybody coming. And we'll spin this around here, go full rich. Warp speed. I don't see any overboost lights, so I guess we're good to go. Little bit of left rudder. Trying to keep it straight as much as I can. And we're definitely off the ground. And we did take off with no flaps, by the way. Okay, hit the brakes. Brake up.
Continue for east departure.
Continue for east departure.
Beechcraft 2 Delta Mike leaving my airspace frequency change approved.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and just acknowledge her.
Anderson Tower Beechcraft, November 502, Delta Mike frequency change.
All right. So like I said, this is Microsoft Flight Simulator. Full detail on everything is on. Can't get any higher with the detail. But I gotta concentrate on my flying here. Go do some sightseeing once I get settled in, I guess. Going back off on our power. And our props. I don't want to go very fast because I want to look at the eye candy. And we're going to zoom in here and look and see what our RPM is. RPM is 2,500 roughly. We'll back it down to 24. And we'll put our, we're at 30 inches right there. And then I'll get ready to hit the autopilot here. And our heading, I'll go ahead and sync our heading. Sync heading. Heading synced, and we can go ahead and turn the heading on. I think the heading's on now. All right. So now we are good to go. As I turn on the autopilot so we can look at the eye candy. So like I said, this is full detail, 100%. Can't go any higher. Oops, wrong button. I still think it looks good, even though you can see the tile colors change. Even with X-Plane or Microsoft Flight Simulator, it doesn't matter. You are going to have those lines going like you see in the center of the screen right now between the two tile changes. But you know, it is what it is. And there's Lake Mead up there. Swig of water for the working man. All right, because we're going to be all over the place, turn off the autopilot. You can hear that turbo. Go ahead and lose some altitude here. Now that I got the full detail set, everything running, also too, we want to get rid of our cowling flaps there. I want to see what, go down here to Boulder City and have a look at Hoover Dam and see what it looks like with full detail. And again, this video is in HDR, so hopefully your computer system can support the HDR. If not, it'll just probably be a standard looking video, I'm guessing. I don't know, this is technology that I'm learning. Microsoft Flight Simulator doing its usual thing, bouncing me around all over the place. Pop my head up here a little bit. I did try to use my, what do you call it? The head tracker, Track IR. It worked, and it worked fine, but the reason why I hardly ever use my Track IR, because it's just kind of a pain. That's why I just want to get into VR and just forget it, you know. So let's go over here and see. And there is Hoover Dam. I can see it over there on the left-hand side of the screen here. But we're going so fast, we're just going to blow right by it. Probably for sightseeing, I probably should have been in a helicopter or something. Or in a Cessna 172. It looks darker, you know, the... Now you can see the wires, or not the wires, but the towers and everything. What we'll do is we'll go down here to the water, we'll go to a low flyby, and we'll just go inside the canyon. We'll continue just to descend down. We'll slow way down here. Coming in at a bad angle, so let's just go ahead and go out here a little bit. If I was in a small airplane, I'd probably land on that mesa we just passed over. Where's that mesa at? Right there. Land right there. If I was in a small little airplane. But yeah, this looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. Put my pitch trim up there a little bit, slow down a lot. Okay, I guess I have to use my rudder now. Kind of expedite my turn here. And of course, FedEx is delivering the package, but I can't worry about that right now. I'm still just idling right now. There's some birds. So hope I don't run into a bird. See all those damn birds. That's one downside of being yeah. Okay, I'd be hitting the power lines right now. Let's see if it could crash the desktop. Now that's interesting. Okay, now that's a first. Going underneath the bridge in Microsoft Flight Simulator and not crashing the desktop. Oh, I know why. Because that bridge is probably part of the pack that or that is just an object that was built, hand built. That's interesting. I wasn't expecting that. Okay, let's go ahead and go on around here. We're gonna go through it again. Yeah, I'm stalling. I know. Here, let's get our nose down. Get some speed. Problem is I'm going too freaking fast. I'm doing stuff that should be in a smaller airplane. Let's see if I can thread the needle again, or because there should be a lot of power lines there, and I should have hit a lot of power lines. That's pretty cool. Okay. Overall, not bad. Not bad. Except for the birds. Having all those birds there is not good. Not a good thing. This will be a flying boat. Just skimming Lake Mead. Are we about 200 feet above the water? Yeah, about 200 feet above the water. Breaking all kinds of FAA rules. Let's take it down about 100 feet above the water. We'll get down about 50 feet above the water. Now we're maintaining 100 at the moment. see an anomaly. I can't even pronounce it right there. Water coming off the ground right there. That's not right. Is there another one right there? You see, hit that with a, with your, yeah, see, they're coming off the ground. That's water. Water coming off the ground right there. That's weird. You don't see that in the real world. And we'll come back around over here. I want to look at that again. We're making a little bit too much and getting too much altitude. So yeah, Microsoft needs to work on that. I guess we're having a magnetic disturbance right there, causing the water to raise those bubbles right there. That's pretty. It's neat looking though, but it's not realistic. But it's still pretty neat. Oh well, let's go fly around Las Vegas. Warp speed. Let's go to Vegas. And we'll climb. I think Vegas's altitude is 2,500 feet anyway. We're just doing a sightseeing tour anyway, and the only traffic that's in the sim right now is just real-world sim pilots such as myself. So, and we'll just get on over there. I gotta climb a little bit, get to 4,500 feet or so. Back off on our props here a little bit. It looks pretty good. Now, even though we're out here in the desert, still looks pretty good. Back it down to 30 inches. That should get me out of the yellow and back into the I'm fighting it a little bit. Blow it up here a little bit. Like I say, we're going to have those micro stutters and stuff every now and then because I am cranking this thing up to the max. That's still pretty cool. I like it. McCarran Airport right there. I wanted to parallel the Interstate 15. See, that looks pretty good. Circus is right there. Looks pretty good. Now here's where things fall off. Real time, can I turn that off? No. Live weather, now can I turn it off? No. Okay. No, I don't want to show 3D thermals. Real time is stuck on, okay. I was gonna go to nighttime, but I guess I can't do that. I think it's cool. Yeah, because there's no other simmers online right now, at least where I'm at. There's just generic airplanes just parked. Now, if I turn on fly-by-wire LFL or FTL or LTL or whatever it's called, no, boom. Now it's going to connect. Now it's going to populate a whole bunch of airplanes or whatever. Flight Radar 24 sees. I was waiting for him to pop in. Yeah, they're popping in. So we should start to see some more traffic. And as far as that smoke-looking thing, I think that's supposed to represent the, you know, that shadow or whatever that is. I think that is, at nighttime, that would be the light, the strobe light coming off of the Lexor. Why it's doing that, I don't know. Well, I should start to see traffic now. Oh well. Anyway. Okay, let's do a low pass of the airport. If I just tune into the ATC, should start hearing some noise. Yeah, there they are. They all warped in now. And there's another one right there. Very good. All right, let's just go back to Henderson and land this airplane and in this particular video.
Southwest 2362 is passing 10,500 feet, descending 8,000 feet. Southwest 2362 Las Vegas, approach altimeter 29.999. Continue to Preno as planned.
Very impressive. Very, very impressive. I'm happy. I'm a happy camper. Not about you, but I'm a happy camper. All right, let's call Henderson.
Henderson Tower Beechcraft, November 502 Delta Mike, is 4 miles northwest, 4,800 feet with Alpha to land.
Beechcraft, November 502 Delta Mike, Henderson Tower. Altimeter 30.02, wind 059er at 9er. Make left traffic runway 35 left.
Fly left traffic runway 35 left Beechcraft 2 Delta Mike.
Delta Mike, wind 059er at 9er. Cleared to land runway 35 left.
Cleared to land runway 35 left Beechcraft 2 Delta Mike.
You can come over here, turn on base. Try to, anyway. Try to get that speed down. Coming in hot. So much for the center line, right? That crosswind is a little stronger than I anticipated.
Beechcraft 2 Delta Mike, exit runway when able.
That's kind of a hairy landing a little bit. And it looks like this whole time I was flying, I had my fuel on low. I can hear it.
2 Delta Mike, contact ground on 127.8.
127.8 Beechcraft 2 Delta Mike. Henderson ground Beechcraft November 502 Delta Mike, request taxi to parking.
Beechcraft November 502 Delta Mike, taxi to general aviation parking using taxiway Alpha.
Taxiing to general aviation parking using taxiway Alpha Beechcraft 2 Delta Mike.
I'll just park right here. Oh, there's a dude over there. I'm in the right spot? Yeah, I guess I'm in the right spot. Hit parking brake. And turn it off. And there he goes away. And that's that. Get my... Get those up before I forget. Very good. Off, off, off. Off. And that takes care of that. Very good. Of course, now I'm stuttering. But overall, like I said, very nice. Very, very good. I think there's more fine-tuning that I need to do. The memory is going at 4.8 gigahertz right now. Like I say, the memory can go all the way up to 6 gigahertz. So I don't have the memory tuned at all. It's just whatever it automatically does. As far as the processor speed goes, the processor is going anywhere between 40. When it starts Microsoft, it ramps up all the way to 5 gigahertz, and so it does go to 5 gigahertz on the CPU. So we'll have to see how that goes, but yeah, overall I liked it. I like the eye candy. I think it's very, very good. I will load X-Plane 12 eventually, but again, like I say, at this moment in time, I don't really have an incentive to install X-Plane 12. I mean, give me a reason why. All the airplanes that I'm flying seem to be working in Microsoft Flight Simulator just fine. There's just more, and actually the RJ series is going to release probably by the end of the year from Just Fly, so we'll be able to have our high wing goodness with the BAE 146 that I have right now, but we'll be able to have it with more advanced aircraft, more advanced avionics and that sort of thing, to be more, which will make things really, really cool. So anyway, I definitely appreciate everyone from watching this video, definitely here on Rumble and on YouTube and on Odyssey. Hopefully the HDR worked out for you, because that's what I recorded this as, with the HDR. If not, I don't think you're just missing out on more vibrant colors. More things just pop out and stand out and just, the first time I saw it gave you the wow factor, but after you get used to it, then it's just kind of like, oh, okay, just another thing, so the newness will wear off. But overall, a good flight. So definitely appreciate you guys watching. Catch you guys next time. Definitely throw a like and a subscribe, either here on Rumble or on YouTube or on Odyssey. I greatly appreciate it. Catch you guys next time. Later, guys. Bye.